What I want to know is what's going on. What does that mean, or why are they doing that, or how are they doing it? I think that's a perfectly reasonable question.
Of course it's an excellent question. Okay. How does a person answer why something happens? For example, Aunt Minnie is in a hospital. Why? Because she slipped on the ice and broke her hip. That satisfies it. It satisfies, but it wouldn't satisfy someone who came from another planet and knew nothing about things. First, you should understand why, when you break your hip, do you go to the hospital? How do you get to the hospital when the hip is broken? Well, because her husband, seeing that she had the hip was broken, called the hospital up and sent somebody to get her. All that is understood by people. Now, when you explain it a lie, you have to be in some framework that you allow something to be true. Otherwise, you're perpetually asking why. Perpetually asking why. Perpetually asking why. Why did the husband call up the hospital? Because husband is interested in his wife's welfare. Not always. Some husbands aren't interested in their wife's welfare. Until you begin to get a very interesting understanding of the world and all its complications. If you try to follow anything up, you go deeper and deeper in various directions. Why did she slip on the ice? Well, ice is slippery. Everybody knows that. No problem. But you ask, why is ice slippery? And then you're involved with something, because there aren't many things as slippery as ice. Solid that's so slippery. In the case of ice, that when you stand on it, they say, momentarily the pressure melts the ice a little bit, so you got a sort of instantaneous water surface on which you're slipping. Why on ice and not on other things? Water expands when it freezes, so the pressure tries to undo the expansion and melts it. But other substances contract when they're freezing, and when you push them, they're just satisfied to be solid. 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 Why does water expand when it freezes and other substances don't expand when they freeze? All right? I'm not answering your question, but I'm telling you how difficult the why question is. You have to know what it is that you're permitted to understand and what it is you're not.